of Urban Myth Dissolution Center. I assume this is going to be the final case. But we will. Devastation and okay. I am the admin of Samazim. Huh? My phone is glitching out. Did my phone get hacked? Who's this masked guy? On the billboard screens too. Guess the billboard got hacked. What's this? Broadcast signal's getting hacked. When the countdown reaches 0, devastation and judgment will be on us. For your entertainment until then, a simple riddle for you. This is the Samazima admin. Simple riddle. Pinpoint the broadcast location or origin. On it, sir. I dare you, answer me. What does not exist, even if you speak of it? Now think. Remember. The prophecy is now a warning. What is this? Some kind of PR stunt? Hey, fix my phone already. To my friends in the police, the device is now in our hands. Now think. Remember. The prophecy is now a warning. What do I do? My phone's totally messed up. Same with mine. What the? This is not a game. I ask you again. What does not exist, even if you speak of it? When you know the answer, enter it here. Devastation and judgment are upon us. The Great Reset. Reset us all. Reset us all. Reset us all. Video claiming devastation and judgment will happen. No, it can't be. Apologies for the sudden call. Huh? This voice. Is this Mori-san? Thank you for remembering my name. How did you get my number? Oh no. Something happened to Jasmine? Stay calm. Let me pick you up first. Yes. By the way, Mrs. Ami, do the words Genesis card mean anything to you? Give us the director, you criminal scum. How dare you steal police secrets, dirty terrorists. Huh? What's going on? Why is this happening? Give us Meguria. Hey, scammy fake psychic. Come out and explain yourself. This is terrible. I need to tell the director, but I can't get in like this. It's from the director. Director, thank goodness. There's a huge crowd out here in front. How's it going? Things do seem lively upstairs. Why is this even happening? It's sudden and feels forced, calling us terrorists who steal police secrets. Likely someone is leading them into this kind of behavior. You should stay away from the center for a while. You don't want them to notice you. Understood. Please make sure you stay in the center. Also, about Jasmine? Yeah, I got a call from Tamori-san. Something happened to Jasmine last night after they left. What did he say? He said he'd pick me up first and then tell me the details. Also, he asked me about something called the Genesis card. The Genesis card. Hey, isn't that one of the center staff over there? I saw that face online. Must be her. Oh no. Should lay low for a while, Mrs. Ami. What about you? It should take them a while to break into the center itself. Samazima admin, the Genesis card. I have a few things to look into here. Understood. Phew, I should be safe here, I think. What's going on, anyways? A major broadcast hijack? A mob around the center? This is too much. Breathe, Sami, relax. I need to check what they're saying about the center and about that video. Look into trending topics. Guess I'll start with socials. Breaking. Yuya Kurosawa CEO. Wait, no way? What's going on? Where did that story come out? Yuya Kurosawa, CEO of UTech Priority, victim of criminal case. Intruders stole valuables and confidential information from Kurosawa's home. Suspects are of the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. They were fortunately unharmed. Police investigations ongoing. My father was a victim of theft and owned him. I wasn't aware of the safe contents, but he told me there were items of great value to him. I'm profoundly shocked. Wait, is this about me? How would Kurosawa say such things? They were all there during the investigation. Why? What do we do now? Okay, we have police secrets and stuff leaking out. See, I always knew the Urban Myth Dissolution Center might be inciting terrorism. It takes an extremist to say wild stuff like that. Knew it all along. So, UTech Kurosawa was targeted, or the center staff set him up. I mean, if it's just one member gone rogue, is it right to blame the whole center? I can't stand how everyone tries to cancel the whole org because of a single person. Maybe the channel center was trying to trend with the conspiracy vid? Total dud, though. I'm just shocked on this, but it was just a team member, right? Not the director in person? Amazing resourceful takedown of a family dynasty. The day of GR is approaching fast. No, we have nothing to do with the GR. Bill Zimmer signed their posts with GR. That video was way too old time. Seriously thought the center was making an announcement. Tragedy. Popular bootuber. Oh, getting reaction here. I should search for more info on this video. Tragedy. Popular bootuber crosses line. Fans thoroughly disappointed. Update just in. UTech. Okay, whatever. How can they assume we're behind this with no evidence whatsoever? Tamazima admin and the center director must be linked. I hate to think so, but turns out the director was Kisaragi's biggest fan. He says synchronicity. They must have been must-reads for cult fans, aren't they? Many people have them too. I picture the director as an avid supporter of Dr. Kisaragi. I guess wannabe criminals take inspiration from past culprits. Kisaragi fanatics make me sick to the bone. Okay. Here and video are separate. Or video needs something else. Normally I don't check socials like this, but after seeing that stream I had to see how people were reacting. Comrades, the GR is upon us. That's a Zimmer. Terrorist attacks are happening and this person's enjoying it. Maybe I can gather some info on what they're saying. Zima isn't for me anymore. I had fun going along with those stupid ideas, but now I can't find one really popular past thread. Can't find that one popular past thread. What's the title of the thread? We talk about happy... Okay, the happy 77.7 billion yen leak. I'm not surprised it's been covered up. I heard there were victims all over the world. This incident should never have happened. DR. Doesn't seem related to the current case, but this was a big incident from the past. That's the incident that shall not be named. I heard stories before. It was really terrible. GR. Incident that shall not be named. Something so bad you can't even talk about it? Could have been something to do with the admin's puzzle? Up with all the GR stuff. Don't talk about the incident. If you keep it up, you might get erased. Erased by whom? I'm gonna go through past threads world. There used to be a whole thread about weird cards, but it's gone. Guess someone deleted it. The Illuminate cards? Topics are all getting mixed up. It's hard to track. Give us the title of the thread. Maybe the Men in Black are doing a cover-up. A secret mission, GR. Cover-up. A case that was covered up because it'd be a problem if the public found out. Secret mission? Don't be stupid. I'll show you how it's done. Weird cards to see. Wait, who's here at the door late at night? Look, a kind person helping out even though it's late. Maybe their mom's visiting. That's cute. Couldn't be an agent going to erase them. We shouldn't be talking about it. Grr. Quoting a joke from an old thread to a new platform is beyond cringe. What joke? Was it all made up? It sounded so serious. They said something happened when it didn't. True that the thread about the weird cards has disappeared. Was it actually a secret mission though? That was actually real? Okay, let's search video. It's one thing if that video's a joke, but if it's real, isn't it pretty serious? I honestly thought my phone broke for a second. Showing the admin's video on street screens and phones all over the city. Is that even possible? Yeah, that's what I think so too. What's this about cards? Someone get a bad fortune reading? On the prophecy side, a prophecy predicted the end of the world using divination cards called the Illuminate cards. That predicted date is almost here. Thanks for this anime profile for explaining everything. I don't really get it either. Those aren't divination cards, lol. It's not predicting the end of the world. You guys are getting too worked up over one weird video, Lamau. Too worked up? I don't think so. You can't just sit back and watch it unfold. I checked out Samazima. There's a lot of info on devastation and judgment, but the issue is the Zimmer is forcing their interpretation. It's not a prophecy if you're making things happen according to the Illuminate cards. I guess the Zimmers just want it to happen, whether prophecy or force. The Great Reset could change the current society that they despise. Okay, whatever. Bill was intended. Does anyone know the answer to that riddle? What more people start talking about it? Is there anything that I can use as a hint? Damage prophecies were exciting. I like those, but this is just a threat. Are the police already on it? You can't take seriously with what happened if we quit their jobs and spend all their money thinking the world won in 2000. I'm shocked. I love drinking beer and watching the Urban Dissolution Center videos before bed. It's so relaxing. People who yap about hidden truths, GR, and mumble jumble just want an outlet for their pathetic feels. How high can your head get from validation by no-name nobodies on the net? Wait, has it been solved already? What are we supposed to do? Where do we put our answers? If it's real, we're doomed. Is this really the time to be playing with riddles? It can't be. It's just a video. You're taking it too seriously. Rumor attacks are ramping up. Haven't you seen the news? If you don't pay a little attention to what's going on in the world, you won't be ready for when the worst happens. They were barely able to stop the Akasa embassy break-in. I wonder what they would have done. Changing my position here. There's someone who announced a bomb threat. Do we know? The remnants still... Okay, whatever. And somehow it all comes down to the center being called terrorists. I can make a post saying they're wrong, but it would just be adding fuel to the fire. Now I should just wait to hear from the director. Let's stay hidden until Tomiri-san arrives. Kinda sounds like Cherno's theme from Toho. Now, there's quite a commotion above, but they'll never make it down here. I'm looking forward to seeing whether the Samazima admin can fulfill that warning. And Mrs. Zami would be upset if she heard me say that. I wonder where Jasmine heard about the Genesis card. Everyone will naturally suspect that the Illuminate cards are involved. Sami-san is in charge of the investigation now, so it's time to reassess information about the cards. What is the Genesis card? Who is the Samazima admin? Minimum information needed to start fighting back. We should start there. We've gathered a number of things, haven't we? The shelves filled with objects retrieved from each case. What a delight to behold. Let's review the records and memories of each case. Investigation File 1. The Man Under the Bed. An axe was wielded in this case. You think that the victim Mia would become the man under the bed herself. Coincidence? It seems too well thought out for that. And Eiko was holding the card itself. Her card was the Eye in the Darkness. Investigation File Number 2. Bloody Mary. Such strong resentment emanates from this knife. The Bloody Mary she played wasn't that convincing. Enter into her name, a woman covered in blood who appears in the mirror. It's miraculous that all these elements lined up in this way. For this case, Kinoko-san was the one who had the card. This card was the reflection of death. In this shelf are documents and items from the Netherworld tour. And the Kotori Bako case is here as well. Investigation File Number 3, Netherworld. The Ueno Cult and Dark Tour. A tour designed to find the murderer for the Ueno Tenchu incident. Mr. Gasmask has gone missing. Wonder if he can make it back safely. The card he held was Stairway to Limbo. Investigation File Number 4, Kotori Baku. Curses are such compelling things. A single box carries it within it a universe of possibilities. A curse from vines, a curse from a person holding a grudge. From Mayusaki, the curse came from a person. I read this in a book on pharmacology. The tea that Chijima-san was brewing can cause hallucinations and loss of consciousness. Mayusaki had the permeating blight card. I thought he was cursed for real. Because he didn't drink the tea, did he? Or did he? Basic seance for dummies. Slasher movies and murders. I have no more need to read the books in this section. Investigation file number 5, the doppelganger. I wonder how Kurosawa felt when he saw a copy of himself. An anomaly is said to bring death to the original person if the two ever should meet. I'm very curious to know his fate. Kurosawa tends to solve troubles with his lies. It has caused Mrs. Ami much inconvenience. The card he held was the Shadow of Guilt. Investigation file number 6. The case we are faced with at this very moment does not exist, even if you speak of it. A very fitting conundrum. Our staff will be in direct contact with this anomaly. Which urban myth could it be? All the other cards have been discovered. So the card for this case is Miss Azami's Devastation and Judgment. What kind of a fate awaits Miss Azami herself? About the Illuminate cards. Back to the task at hand. Lest Miss Azami reprimand me for laziness. There seems to be 6 Illuminate cards in all. Jasmine uncovered the existence of a Genesis card. Are these all part of the same Samizima's admin's plot? I should compile information on this as well. How much information might the Samizima site yield? The Zimmers are still posting on it as a message board. It should be adequate for social media research. I was so focused on the homepage. My first time really taking a look at the post. Why is it that the Illuminate cards are displayed on the site? We may find clues about how the admin and the cards are connected. So much speculation here on the post. I heard a rumor that the admin is a wizard-level hacker. They were creating special tools. They say the admin caused a huge incident, but there aren't any records of it. The past accolades form the base of the admin's charisma. The admin created the Illuminate cards. We must push the plan forward. The Zimmers worship the Samizima admin as a bringer of hope. Aha, the classic. How nostalgic, I can't help smiling. This overview is incredibly detailed. Speculations on the prophecies from each card. Fantastic. If only we had the time to read through every entry. Some of the users seem to be keeping an eye on the police activities. Truly, we live in a society where we can be watched or listened on at any time. Security police are running around. The admin must realize it. They've become aware of something that was supposedly hidden from existence. The security police has no dirty secrets unless proven otherwise. You know what happens then? If that riddle is a threat against the security police, the admin might get erased. Post suggests that the security police are working in the shadows. I cannot contain my excitement. This is an intriguing post. Really suggestive of undercover operative work. That thread with all sorts of comments on the card, it's gone. Which keyword should we use? Nothing comes up. It's gone? Forget what it's called. A card that predicts celeb deaths or something. A card that the Illuminate ones are based on. The Genesis card or something. Not part of the series if you ask me. I heard there's an Illuminate card origin story by the admin somewhere on the site. The Illuminate cards were derived from the Genesis cards. The Genesis card. I look forward to reading that origin story later. I wonder if Mrs. Ami is safe. I hope she picks up. Hello, Director, are you okay? I'm alright. I believe you are the one in greater danger right now. I'm okay, but what are we supposed to do now? It's not possible for me to leave this place. I will pass all information I've compiled here to you, so please take handle the... What the fuck is this English? Please handle the rest of this investigation, Mrs. Ami. You're asking me? Can you do it? I managed to solve all the cases so far. I'll do my best. Very good. Then, let's first ensure that you have a grasp of the situation thus far. Can I just note down the main points? Check your understanding, let's run through some identification questions. Okay. Well then, have you managed to retain the information I've gathered word for word? I think so. Probably I did write everything down. But this case wasn't requested by anyone, and there aren't any supernatural appearances. Does this one count as an urban myth? Admin's video, and has affected so many people and given rise to rapidly spreading rumors. People are now being driven by the admin's actions. When rumors spread and then coalesce, an urban myth is born. This information comes from Zimmer posts, where the rumors originated. So the rumors have spread so much that they can already be considered an urban myth. I have a good understanding of the situation. Now then, let's confirm and identify this urban myth. What we have in the center now is past information. Only by using the computer can we keep up with rumors that are circulating. I followed the rumors around Zimmer's reacting to the admin's actions, which led me to see that people other than Zimmer's are also acting under the influence of the video. So Mrs. Ami, yes? According to the Zimmer rumors, who are the people that the admin's videos have triggered into action? I think it's the secret police. There are hints in the rumors you mentioned. If the riddle in the admin's video is a threat to security police, the admin might get erased, even if that's only a rumor. Security police forces, like Jasmine, are taking action. Regarding that device, the police are maintaining that nothing happened. Security police may decide to take down the admin in total secrecy. Given the current situation, it's unsurprising that people think that could happen. Let's proceed to the next question. Because the admin urged people to remember, people have been bringing up incidents from the past. The happy 77.7 billion yen link. People were talking about how certain incidents that shouldn't be spoken of. You seem to have a clear understanding of it. Some Zimmers with sharp instincts tried to stop others from talking about it. So, Mrs. Ami, yes? Why did they want to stop people from remembering past incidents? The one who started talking about it probably couldn't remember the details, and since it seemed like a waste of time, okay. I thought the post was a joke, but was the thread deleted or to hide something? Okay, I didn't understand the question completely in regards to the answer. According to Zimmer rumors, the actions of the security police involve stopping those who try to uncover secret information. In other words, eliminating those who speak up. Eliminating those who speak up? I can't imagine Jasmine and her colleagues doing such a thing. There are of course cases where rumor and reality diverge. Furthermore, the security police are not a monolith. Take the incident with Mr. Kurosawa, for example. We must remain objective and understand the shape of the urban myth. That is the basis of our investigations. I see, right. Now then, regarding the origin of this rumor, I would like to confirm how well you understand the main characteristics of this urban myth. Characteristics are what have propelled security police to action. So, Mrs. Ami, yes? In this urban myth, how are the rumors spread? Saying that something actually happened, if it's made to seem like nothing did. The security police who aim to maintain total secrecy, eliminate people who talk about the incident to someone else. Those who hide the secret, and those who uncover it, give rise to this urban myth. Yeah, that's the case. Even talking about something is considered dangerous. There's one urban myth that matches these parameters. The Samajima incident? What? The heck is this? The Samajima incident. Now that we've spoken about the name of this urban myth, the security police will be after us. What? That's the reality. If you speak of an incident that was hidden from existence, you will be erased. About the Samajima incident. What? Samajima was connected to... One does not uncover or share certain... If one does not speak of them, then nothing happens. We spoke of it and shared already. Is the name Samazima related to the admin's desire for revenge? It's currently unclear. The security police are on the move as we speak, and not all of them are as friendly as Jasmine. Since we're gathering information towards dissolution, we must prepare ourselves for the worst. Prepare for the worst? I'll do everything I can. So, and to... Wait, Director, I can't hear you. If it's angry mob loitering in front of the center, they seem to be sending out radio waves to break up calls. I came here, so Zombie. Yes? Please do your best to stop the Samazima admin. You, it's Shirley. The call dropped. Those rioters are extremely gifted. Stopping the Samazima admin. Is the director serious? No use thinking that far ahead right now. Let's first try to solve the riddle proposed by the admin. I still don't get it at all, I'll start with the hypothesis. Jasmine left behind the Genesis card. Maybe there's a hint in there somewhere. And I've noted down all the information for the director, and I can just decide what to do from there on. Let's think things over a bit. Jasmine went to find the Samazima card. She mentioned the Genesis card because she realized something. That might be a hint for solving the puzzle. It's probably about the Illuminate cards. The Samazima admin is the one who created the Illuminate cards. Why did the Samazima admin create the Illuminate cards? I need to think that over. Predict the unfortunate fates of the card holders? Maybe they want to predict the unfortunate fates of the card holders. Every person who had an Illuminate card has gone missing, which means since I have Devastation Judgment card, something will happen to me too. Hey Don, seems like it wouldn't just be me. Wish I had a bit more information about the Genesis card. Hey, you're with the center. Huh? She's one in the photo. You're suddenly surrounded. What are you doing? What was that you're writing? A terrorist plot you're about to carry out? No, that's not it. I'm planning to stop the Samazima admin. So it is something to do with admin. No, I'm the holder of the Devastation. She's only thinking about carrying out that prophecy. Stop her and we can stop the prophecy. Don't let that terrorist get away. Get her. No, wait, listen to me. We're about to get saved by Komori. I think. Komiri. My apologies for the wait. Komiri-san. Yes, if it is Tomiri, then maybe get in. Let's talk after we get out of here. Thank you so much, Tomiri-san. You saved me. Everyone's Jasmine, okay? Straight to the point, I see. One for the admin was knocked out, still hasn't regained consciousness. Really? He's in the hospital, where? Your kindness is a virtue, but we have no time to be making visits. Not now. What, but? No, wait, I need to stay calm. Jasmine wouldn't ask me to go see her at this timing. What would Jasmine do? Actually, Tomiri-san, you know where Jasmine was doing during her investigation? Information about such unusual topics as Samazima and the admin and the Genesis card couldn't be that easy to find. Sorry for the sudden questions. I thought that you were a more naive person. Huh? The reason I came to find you was to take you there. What she was investigating there and how far she got. This is a case that only you can take over. I'm here to ask for your help. Right, Tomiri-san, where exactly are we heading? Won't get raced, will I? What is this, all of a sudden? Well, the director said that people looking into this case might get erased, so there might be a slight misunderstanding, but I can't clarify things here and now. I'll fill you in when we get there. Should I be worried? By the way, that mob around you back there, was it about the password device? You remember that Samazima and the Urban Myth Dissolution Center were working together to bring around Devastation Judgment? Yes, that's right. They're still saying that for some reason. I'll do what I can while we're on the move. I'll do some social media research. Heroes of the day. People have attacked the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. We already talked about them. They might be the ones posting about themselves. Zimmer's up to something? They should just stop. People didn't really seem like Zimmers to me. No, read the article. They're Saints trying to stop the center staff from committing terrorist attacks. Saints? Those violent saints, aren't they? How pathetic that some random person gathered evidence and took care of the problem while the police are just useless. Why aren't they working? What does that do, though? I'm taking it easy on the police. What has that ruckus back there achieved? They acted too rashly. Acting like that without any proof could be considered a crime. That mob and Zimmers are similar. A surprisingly number of people are driven by their fears. Center supporters only believe in them because they don't know any better. Information available already pointed to the possibility of a terrorist attack, so they need to act immediately. Orders? I think they're talking about the people who defend the center. Guilty until proven innocent? Well, then who gets to be the judge of that? They kept it online. This could have been peaceful. But there are actual incidents happening in IRL, and they're only getting more extreme. I wonder which incident this comment's about. As he said, vigilantes and Zimmers aren't so very different. However, one, what's the problem if they grow in number? I can't even joke about this. Bottomits don't make good jokes. Some people seem to think it's a joke or a false alarm. But more people are starting to believe it will happen. Better slow spread than all at once. If everyone panicked at the same time, things could get really bad. Why do terrorism? These Zimmers are terrifying. Working run, scary. If there was a safe place, people could take refuge. If we knew their purpose, we could take preventative measures. But no idea yet. I don't know why I changed his voice. A lot of people have looked at this post. Action 2. Zimmers are terrifying. Need those glasses. Zimmers in the center are acting under Tsutomu Kisaragi's influence. Enough with the Great Reset BS. So annoying. Great Reset that Tsutomu Kisaragi wrote about. Some people seem to believe that this is the time to make it a reality. I see. So it is a topic of interest among some circles. Getting reaction here. I'll do a search on Tsutomu Kisaragi's influence. This is what Miss Tomarigi was speaking of. What did she say? Don't really get how, but she finds keywords. That's right, I don't really get how. Okay, they're trying to carry out the Great Occult Reset. Getting locked into one point of view can bend the truth, you know? No way, the Zimmers caused incident and the urbanmythdissolutioncenter just wants to ride the media wave. We're not trying to write anything. Unpopular opinion, but I support the Myth-Solution-Center. People who call themselves heroes and attack others, you're the one who should meet devastation. Oh, I mean, appreciate the support. Kind of violent, huh? Is there anything about a terrorist group in the Illuminati card prophecies? Most people think the Zimmers are a terrorist group. The news has portrayed them as a mysterious group committing terrorist incidents. Like most people probably don't think whether they're actually Zimmers or not. A reaction to terrorist group. I'll have to look into this. Those glasses belong to you? The director gave them to me. How did things get so bad? Eliminate cards and Zimmers? How did it all come to this? Maybe this person posts on Summon Zima. It's not like every Zimmer is an extremist or terrorist. Summon Zima is on the dark web, so it's not that innocent. They must not have expected this. I've always looked forward to their videos about various urban myths. A viewer of the center's channel. When things go back to normal, I like to help with the videos too. The center director probably isn't human. There's gotta be a weak point that will expose his true identity, like the eyes or the neck. What are they saying? The director's a bit out there, but he's definitely human. These occult fans may have only seen the director with a mask on. So it does make sense that they'd imagine such things. Right, the director always wears a mask in the videos. I'm not really against devastation or whatever. Yeah, people like that think they know it all. They need better imaginations. I don't object to the Great Reset either, but has the center announced their views on it? Or not? Maybe this person's a Zimmer. Even for those who aren't Zimmers, a lot of people seem to hope that society will change. Was the decision made on a whim? Why suddenly announce an act of terrorism at this point? Were they busy preparing? It may seem sudden to some people, but creating the cards, carrying out the prophecies, must have taken a really long time to prepare everything. True. And a project of that scale too. How many were involved planning it? I've been checking Summon Zima for a while. When the terrorist attack happened, I was surprised they pulled it off. People call them a terrorist group now, but that's a few of them. The Zimmers are terrifying though. This poster didn't expect things to go this way either. They couldn't have imagined it. Is the site admin leading the Zimmers? Seems like an evil org, though. Evil orgs in these times, just wow. It does seem like a game that kids made up. But there are actual terrorist attacks. Definitely not just a game. I heard a rumor that the admin is some super genius hacker. Did I write that in the journal before? If you are saying that kind of thing, there should be your info on record out there. I'm only assuming that Zimmers know this, but if someone is familiar with the happy 77.7 billion yen link, please do tell. I can't find any info no matter how much I search. Happy? Sounds like a casino or something. I've never heard of an incident with that name. Who even is this admin? The dude in the video? Who's behind the mask? Has anyone actually met them before? Some of the Zimmers must have met him, right? A masked figure with no name? Even if they had a gathering offline, how could you tell if the person you're meeting is an admin or not? Talked to them on the forum before. Right, they do communicate on the website. They joined a video chat before. I only got to chat with them for a bit, but I could tell they're really smart. Oh, someone actually talked to them directly. Voice only? Could be someone pretending to be them. If only they recorded it. I told you guys, you say the Illuminate cards are some prophecy, but that's exactly what the admin is trying to make you think. It's just the admin's roadmap to the Great Reset. It really is just a roadmap to the Great Reset. You might go out of your way to make the Illuminate cards. There must have been some reason behind that. Seems committed to carrying out the plan. I wish they weren't so committed. Aren't they a billionaire? Huh? They're rich? That's just a rumor, though. No idea how they earned their money. Some Zima admin is a top-class hacker and rich. Also committed some crime to get that cash flow. So quick to judge. They're really just into the topic. The reaction to some Zima admin. Let's see what rumors I could dig up with this. I forgot where I read it, but there was some big incident with the hacking software called the something sign. But I can't find the article anywhere. Hacking software, When if you dig too deep, you might be erased. People who dig things they shouldn't know about, the police. People who dig things they shouldn't know about, the police, are taken out. Erased? Are they talking about the Samajima incident? Are the security police really doing such things? I can't say here. I'll tell you as soon as we arrive. Nice imagination. Really? Can't really underestimate the imagination of groups. Some Zima admin person was talking about the blah blah blah. A solution, if only we could get some info that leads to a hint. I wonder how seriously people are taking this. Maybe the first person to get the answer will go viral. We're treating it like some entertaining event. Better for us if people keep calm like that. What was the riddle again? Something like, doesn't matter, whatever you say. It was, what does not exist, even if you do not speak of it. So, not too far off. It's on the website, what does not exist, even if you speak of it. Looks like you answer on the page, too. You get to the next part of the prophecy, or they'll disclose their motives? Either way, you find out something. If there's anything you need, just let me know. I'll get it for you. Or, the director gave me a laptop. You can call it something, so it must exist. If it didn't exist, you couldn't speak of it. They have a point. Like it's there, but not. Something that was there, but it's gone. Something in vintage, a riddle for collectors. Something so old, it's no longer there. Seems like the right idea. Did you say it doesn't exist in that case? It doesn't exist. So fed up with the idiots yapping. Will it really end like this? Devastation you won't even see coming because they're so blissfully dense? Most people wouldn't know what to do if they told them about their impending doom, and it's our job to save those people. It's too late. Like the prophecy, the riddles probably talk about something coming in the future. I've been writing in answers, but still haven't gotten the right one. Sounds like this person has been writing in answers since the riddle came out. I hope they keep trying. Devastation and judgment, I get it, but what exactly does that mean? If the world's going to split in two, that's not exactly much we can do about. The world is ending, what can we even do? You can't plan devastation like that, much less carry it out. What are they trying to accomplish with the video? The riddle? I don't see their endgame. What exactly is the admin anyways? There are no demands listed in the video, however, perhaps what they want is for someone to solve the riddle. Well, let me just finish these. They haven't made any demands, the police haven't said anything. Maybe what they're asking for doesn't exist or is unrelatable. Research done? We're almost there. Oh yes. All done here. General idea for your situation now. What's the danger you're in? What should we do? Listen, we have to delegate and split duties. I will ensure your safety myself. Miss Tomarigi would never forgive me if something happened to her dear colleague. Her dear colleague. And that's why I'm going to ask you to trace her footsteps. What she looked into, and what she realized. There's a reason you're the only one who can do this. I'll explain when we get there. I see. I need to trace Jasmine's footsteps. Also, where is it we're going? The place we're about to go must be kept a secret between you and me. Let's go. Miss Fukurai, do you know what a no-solve case is? An unsolved case? Not one that couldn't be solved. An unresolved case? A case that should not be solved. Cases where the investigation was discontinued for whatever reason. We call that a no-solve case. Are there actually cases like that? The National Police has a secret warehouse with these materials. We call it the closet. Miss Tomarigi went to the closets looking for records of the incident. Maybe she found information about the Genesis card in the closet? One more thing before we enter. The materials stored here, the staff working here, and the fact that the closet even exists. We need you to keep everything a secret. Secret? Got it. This is... When an incident occurs, the best method is to work steadily until it's resolved. They say there's an order that must be maintained, even at the cost of that approach. There's such deception? That's why I don't like this place. Fair enough. Miss Fukurai, please do try following Miss Tomarigi's traces here. That power of yours. Why look into Jasmine's actions? Miss Tomarigi was injured before she could report the information she found here. There's some connections between the answer to the riddles and the Illuminate cards. You learned about the Genesis card here, so there must be clues somewhere. If there's anything you don't understand, please ask the librarian. Understood. Info on the Genesis card and info related to the riddle. I'll follow Jasmine's footsteps in the investigation. My apologies for asking you to do this. No, I'm kind of glad you did. About Jasmine. Is Jasmine going to be okay? She fell 10 meters, along with a steel floorboard. With bruises all over and several broken bones, she hasn't regained consciousness yet. I see. Jasmine, I really hope you're okay. So what kind of information was Jasmine collecting here? She was supposed to tell me after the Kurosawa house incident. Things were quite hectic then. If there was time, we would have done a follow-up investigation, but that was no longer possible. Okay, I see. Is it really okay for me to be here? The librarian has been informed of the circumstances, including my feelings on the matter, so we have their cooperation. Does that mean no one else in the police force knows we're here? If anyone found out, myself and the librarian would be fired immediately. There may even be more consequences to deal with. Let's keep it a secret, okay? Secret, yes, of course. What a heavy secret to carry. Excuse me. Commissioner Tomiri has informed me of the situation. However, I never saw you here, and anything I happen to say is just me talking to myself. Understood. About this place. You work here as a librarian? My job is simply to manage the materials here. This is just one of the locations used for storing materials related to various incidents handled by the police. If it comes here, that means the case no longer needs to be solved. No longer needs to be solved. So this place stores materials like that, I see. About Jasmine. Were you here when Jasmine was looking into things? Yes. Miss Tomarigi. I happen not to have seen her. Huh? There was so much dust flying around that day, some files on the shelf seems to have flipped over. Pretending that Jasmine wasn't here, right? Past, the Genesis card was being looked into. From which shelf? That means Jasmine managed to find information on the Genesis card. Let's follow Jasmine's traces to find out what she was looking for and what she discovered. This shadow, it's Jasmine. She's taking out files from the shelf. But it doesn't look like she's that focused. Maybe the shelf isn't it. Visualizing traces. What an impressive power you have. The shadow must be Jasmine. What's she doing? Closer. Looking for something. Has she given up looking? I'm going to check materials here, but the whole box is gone. Maybe that's why. Maybe the librarian knows something. There's a space where one's missing. No, don't make me walk that far every time. I think there's a box missing from shelf D99. You have to know what was in it. D99 might be a file that was destroyed. There's no way for me to look it up. Seriously? Related materials might be in EO4, but I'm not sure how helpful they might be. Of EO4, thank you. Guess I'll be talking to myself quite a bit today. Jasmine Shadow. Jasmine, I really hope you'll be okay. Seems to be searching for a file. Looks like she's reading the file from the shelf. I'll take a look at this shelf. Examine the shelf. The shelf Jasmine was checking, but there's way too many materials to go through. No time to read everything. If there's only one way to narrow them down. Before related materials, I don't even know what kind of related materials. But these materials look a bit crumpled. Maybe this Matsuda? Ryoto Matsuda interrogated as suspect. Is that Matsuda from the Netherworld tour? Or just someone with the same name? Colleague of the victim Nomura. Matsuda had a motive for committing the murder. Upon interrogation, an alibi was established. An incident where Matsuda's colleague was killed. Could it be the Ueno Tenchu incident? Investigation ended by decision of Deputy Inspector General Kurosawa. Sent to the closet, huh? Deputy Inspector General Kurosawa. Kurosawa's son's father? First, let's show Tomiri-san the document. About the document stored in shelf EO4, the document saying Matsuda-san from the Netherworld tour was a suspect. Ms. Tomarigi sent me reports about the tour about Matsuda. Matsuda was Kengo Nomura's colleague. Yes, the documents mentioned that Matsuda had an alibi. Mrs. Ami, did you read all of this? Oh no, I just wanted to tell you about it. What did it say? What did it say? There are records of items that were popular during the Ueno Tenchu incident. The Tenchu t-shirt. I've heard about that on the tour. They put images of the victim on the shirts. So tasteless. Also, a prophetic card. You mean an Illuminate card? How could there be an Illuminate card if there was 7 years ago? Not an Illuminate card. It just seems to be a card with a prophecy on it. It seems like this card predicted Kisaragi's death. I don't know who did it, but it's pretty disturbing to me. Come to think of it, I feel like the director mentioned looking into something like this. I really didn't expect Nomura's case to be in the closet, though. But at least this case might not have been the only one about the Nomura siblings. What do you mean? Investigation was terminated by the Deputy Inspector General, that's Director Kurosawa. It was Kurosawa's son's father. He stopped the investigation because it would look bad for them if it was solved. The case wasn't just stopped. He hid the fact that it had been terminated and wiped everything. Why would he do such a thing? Visualize traces. What impressive power you have. Genesis. Okay, I need to think about the Genesis card. While looking into the documents here at the closet, I found mentions of Matsuda-san. There was information from 7 years ago about things like the Tenchu t-shirt. Also mentions of a card rumored to have predicted Kisaragi's suicide. Seems like the rumors were true that director saw Samazima's site. The Genesis card that Jasmine mentioned is... maybe it's a credit card related to Nomura-san. Related to the incident involving Nomura-san. Yes, that makes sense. Credit card mentioned in the documents along with the Tenchu t-shirts. All of these incidents that happened after Nomura-san's death. The Genesis card's prophecy may be affecting the Illuminate cards and the Zimmer's actions. Okay, let's think about the answer to the riddle next. Illuminate cards were made based on the Genesis card. Does that mean the admin is causing an incident based on a prophecy from 7 years ago? Incidents in a prophetic card from that time, if they lead to the riddle's answers? What does not exist even if you speak of it? Maybe it's the... maybe it's the Samajima incident where Seiji Called off the investigation? Doesn't feel quite right. Let's take over the riddle again. Okay, hacked and leaked data. Okay, it's just the actual incident. Okay, makes sense. How many people knew and they were talking about the case? They could speak of it. But not only was the case not solved, the investigation was terminated and hidden from existence. That's what does not exist, even if you speak of it. That must be the answer to the riddle. FE01, does the librarian cover everything here himself? Incredible, I could never do that. I'm curious here. How do you think that all of these are no solved cases? D98, is it all paper materials here? Take a glance. Materials here seem to be records of incidents that happened before. This piece of paper is sticking out a bit. A hacking incident mentioned by Natasha Singh. Give it a read. Natasha Singh, was this an urban myth related to social media? A platform happy used by politicians and the wealthy has been hacked. It's been revealed that the platform was used for money laundering. Cryptocurrency is also circulating there, but the transactions remain untrue. Hacking tools, I'm pretty sure this was mentioned on social somewhere. Damage amounted to over 77.7 billion yen, with significant impacts throughout the world. 77 billion? Natasha Singh using this hacking as a traitor. Hackers keep. Okay. The happy top police because of this are stored in this CL. Huh? So the incident happened? And the CL means here, right? That means they gave up on solving the case? Tomiri-san, I think I know the answer to the riddle. The case where the Genesis card appeared. That's how everything began. Well, that case does not exist, even if you speak of it. For people who don't know about this place, they won't be able to get the riddle's answer no matter how hard they try. If we answer, do you think we could solve this? Do you think we could stop this devastation judgment? We have no way of knowing. All we could do is give it a try. I could use the computer that the director gave me. What? No internet connection here? Nope, you can't. Not here. Don't worry though, I've talked to the librarian. We could connect from his desk. A page with a riddle on it, and here's where you enter the answer. Go on and type it in. The answer to the riddle is Ueno Tenshu Incident. That is not enough letters. Congratulations, correct answer. This is the correct answer, huh? It doesn't stop the countdown. Come here, son. What do we do? Go down. There's something there. Yes, I'll read it out loud. Congratulations. What are you gonna do when you get to me? I want to avenge Tsutomu Kisaragi. What do you want to do? Only I can ask myself that question. What does that mean? Avenge Kisaragi? And only I can ask myself. Well, that sounds tough to get. Let's start with the former. It seems easier to understand. Reading it literally, it seems like the admin's plan is to avenge Tsutomu Kisaragi. Admin, who shouldn't even know about the closet, speaks of avenging Kisaragi. So this admin, someone who's connected to the Ueno Tenshu incident. There might be documents about people connected to that incident. I'll try to find some, along with documents on Tsutomu Kisaragi. I remember the documents. This is one of those days where I talk to myself more than usual. Happens every now and then. However, I never saw you here, and anything I say okay, whatever, man. The admin could be someone involved in the incident. Only those who are involved can know all the details. No way. Up East Road 3. Lots of boxes with files in them. Documents about the Tenchu incident. Jasmine was checking the shelf. I think I look over quickly and find what I need. If this is it, or is it? Oh. Tsutomu Kisaragi, an assistant professor at Inugami University, was interrogated as a suspect in the Ueno Tenchu incident. This is it. Jasmine must have seen this. Read documents on Kisaragi. 1 month after the Ueno Tenchu incident, common rumors have spread throughout the internet, pointing to Kisaragi as the culprit. Despite a perfunctory interrogation, he had an alibi on that day. Security camera footage confirmed that he was at a restaurant with the victim's younger sister, Tomoko Nomura. Was he really taken as a suspect because of all the online rumors? Keep reading. However, public opinion continued to weigh heavily on Kisaragi. 3 months after the incident, Tsutomu Kisaragi committed suicide at his home. The world kept treating him like a criminal, even though he had an alibi. The police didn't make any announcement about it. I guess the whole case was hidden by them. What's this? Kisaragi was looking into the incident on his own, obtaining information from many people, including hypotheses about the culprit. There's still some information that can be used to identify the culprit. Storage location D99. No, wait, the information collected by Director Kurosagi was destroyed. I have to ask the librarian if there's any documents left. Well, that's funny. You kind of stopped the movement. Mr. Librarian, do you know where I can find documents on Tsutomu Kisaragi? Were the documents 99 all thrown away? Discarded material cannot be recovered. Was there nothing we could do? When disposing of them, I had some trouble. I organized the documents based on content name to decide which shelves they go in. We're not playing around here. If they're not returned to the right shelf. Huh? Well, I have no knowledge of you coming here, checking documents or moving anything. Maybe the librarian is giving me some kind of hint. Did Jasmine move the documents to a different shelf? Let's take another look at Jasmine's shadows. Shadow. Jasmine, I really hope you'll be okay. Looking more closely, the shadow is sticking something into the space. Maybe she's moving something into another shelf. No way. Documents on Tsutomu Kisaragi, since they might all get destroyed if left in one place. Maybe Jasmine was trying to scatter them around. Jasmine, I'm going to read it right now. Kisaragi wrote down the results of his investigation on paper. We will try to retrieve it from the research lab where he works. Retrieve? What? They tried to take it from him? Due to resistance from uni professors, retrieval was impeded. Impossible to proceed further. Related information on the internet has been partially deleted. Huh? What is this? Maybe it's a record of how the incident was covered up? Why go this far? Let's stop and think for a moment. Seems that Tsutomu Kisaragi was looking into the Ueno Tenchu incident on his own. The actual documents have already been destroyed. In order to uncover the admin's identity, I have to find those documents. It's not here in the closet. Where should I look next? Right, the professors at Inugami University didn't let them take his documents. So they might still be at the research lab. The research lab at my uni? The chances. Anyways, let's tell Tomiri-san. Power of yours is incredible. Froggy wasn't. Pathetic. The police just went along with the opinions. Dr. Kisaragi had operating investigate. But Director Kurosawa ended the investigation. Dr. Kisaragi seemed to have been looking into the Tenchu incident on his own. But all of those documents were destroyed. Omiri-san, maybe the research lab at my uni, research lab at Inugami University, might still have case files on the internet, on the investigation, on the case. Well thought. However, it's been so long, I'm sure everything's been wiped from there as well. But it seems like uni professors at the time kept the documents safe. Also, I might be able to find something with my clairvoyance. Were there any police officers who had the power? There were not. Then we have to go there. If there's no other way, we have to do it. The police really covered up the Ueno Tenchu incident. At the time, Deputy Inspector General Kurosawa wanted to hide the incident for some reason. The answer to the riddle that seems directly related to the admin's purpose and motives. Maybe the culprit is written somewhere in Dr. Kisaragi's documents. There's info that will lead to the admin. For now, all we can do is hope. I'll drive. Come with me. Yes. Okay, I might pause here. No one has to answer the riddle. Excellent. To the person who knows what doesn't exist, I know that you will understand me. However, devastation and judgment is the promised future. Let us anticipate that moment. When the countdown reaches 0, in the company of our guests. 6 hours left until devastation and judgment. Oh shit, he captured everyone who is related to the incident. How the fuck are they related to the incident? I hope they're not planning on a public execution. We have to figure out their location soon. We have to stop this. The announcement is really causing panic. We'll leave that to the pros, to the police. They're still searching. Let's get to the bottom of who the admin is. This is something only we can do. Yes. Also, I'm so sorry. Police are the ones who caused the incident. If Director Kurosawa hadn't stopped the investigation, if the truth had come to light, none of this would have happened. Then we wouldn't have gotten you into this mess. I don't see this as you into it. I was definitely surprised about the closet, but you and Jasmine are both doing everything you can to find out the truth. There are lots of different people in different places, and everyone is the same. That's what I like about you. Thank you. Hard to tell from that expression, but it's a compliment, I think. Okay, yeah, I'm probably going to stop here. Oh wow. Dr. Kisaragi's research lab. It's all still here. Professors protected the case files, treated them as research materials he left behind. Research lab is still here after all that time. They must have really cared about him. This Ragi seems a completely different person from the one talked about online. True. By the way, since this is cool, we'll make sure nobody finds out that you were here with me. Not worried about that at all. We can get down to investigating the research of Dr. Kisaragi's documents. Info about the admin. I'll find them and figure out what the... Yeah, it's getting quite late, so I'm going to end the stream here. And yeah, thank you for watching.